Hello and everyone, welcome to Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Pandora tomorrow here at Limeade. I hope you all enjoyed the fantastic Metal Gear Rising Revengeance run we had from Joe just a few moments ago.
Hello, my name is Makarov360 and today I will speedrun Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Pandora tomorrow. So as many of you know, or might know, Splinter Cell is a stealth game. However, the speedrun is not quite stealthy. So let's get the run ready. So I will tell you when to start the timer. 1, 2, 3. Now. So I will let Major describe the first mission because I must focus for a skip.
Sure, and this mission is mostly a tutorial, but right off the bat, Makarov's actually going to do some speed tech. What he's going to do is he's going to go ahead and do a zip off of a rope here, and he's going to drop off the rope at the right time so that he lands on this fence and actually lets him walk along the... Oh, you can try it one more time. It lets him walk along the fence so he can skip actually like a 20-second long hanging section and just walk right to his destination here in this house. And right after he comes out of this house, he's going to try to do a new out of bounds that was actually discovered just yesterday. It's actually pretty tough, but we're going to see if he can get it. If not, there's a pretty safe backup for it.
Yeah, I will try it once, and if I can't get it, I will just do the regular strat. I don't lose a lot of time, I will lose just like 4 or 5 seconds.
Before you infiltrate the embassy, let me reintroduce
so the out of bounds is going to be here, where I will try to get on that fence. It's quite complicated, but I will try to do it. And I failed. I will try just again.
And with some due respect,
I got it. Nice.
Awesome.
I don't want the voices.
And I failed it. As you can see, I'm extremely good at this game, if you didn't know already.
And this skips a section where he would have to shoot the wall to distract that guard down there.
And I failed it, surprisingly. So I will do the safe version of the... So this is the safe version where you just drop down and actually knock him out instead of running past him. It's extremely risky to run past him, but it's faster, obviously. Here I will do something called the split jump, in which I jump on a wall and I jump again while in between the walls.
Grim's found you a back door.
Avoid the main gate at all costs. Blueprints show an ornamental stream running beneath the entrance. Looks like a viable
So
way
Splinter
in.
Cell has an emphasis on using light to your advantage. So throughout the run, he's going to be shooting lights to control when and where guards can see him. And you saw him shoot that light on the bridge there.
And
he's going to do a non-lethal...
continue, Major.
No, go ahead.
Also, you will see in the future that quick saving and quick loading is extremely important in this run.
The flash notes confirm there was a
so now I'm going to do a pretty difficult, some pretty difficult movement, I guess I could call it, in which I will try to dodge, and I failed it. So the movement is extremely precise in this part because I am trying to dodge someone in that room, which can easily see me, and I struggle quite a lot, as you can see, with this skip, which doesn't even save time that much. Ah, God.
And you might notice that Makarov is jumping a lot here to try and silence his footsteps, actually. This is called bunny hopping. It lets you move fairly quickly, and it makes your footsteps quite a lot quieter, but not totally silent.
Here I will do the safe strat, because as you saw, I struggled quite a lot with that one. That always happens to me, I'm very bad at that strat. Now here I will talk to a Navy SEALs operator. His name is Douglas Shetland, as you can see. And he will give us a micro SD card, which has a lot of information which is vital to the story of the game.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, sure.
We have a $50 donation from Underwater Smoking, which says, hope you get to where you want to be and more Philo.
That was a big donation.
Thanks so much for that.
Translator.
So now here I will shoot to distract those guards, and I will try to run past them and take as little damage as possible. Perfect, that was almost a perfect haul. Now here I will demonstrate the power of quick save and quick loading. And I skipped the dialogue box by quick save and quick loading. You will see that a lot later.
Security camera tap shows a lone guard overlooking the next courtyard wearing night vision goggles.
And he shoots a distraction shot at the back of that wall where that guard was standing, just behind the window there, to make him walk away from the window so he can climb up this pipeline, so he can talk to the contact.
So we are now going to talk to Ingrid, who is a CIA informant.
You must be my blind.
It did, thanks.
I'm doing the best I can.
Word crunching's what I...
Nice PDA.
Can you read it?
It's phonetical Mombec.
Your guess is as good as...
Would you stay if I said
No.
No.
As soon as you hear no, you must move, because there are two dialogues, one after the other, and if you press again after no, you will actually play the second dialogue and you lose like 15-16 seconds.
Downstairs at the base of the tower. Cohen is waiting for you in the village.
The Osprey can't land in the village. Cohen's afraid of being too good a target. Cut the power from
Here you will see the pistol, the most overpowered weapon in the game. And this pistol has a laser sight, which is very useful, especially for long shots. So we will always use the laser sight with the pistol. And this was the first mission. Moving on to the second. Now you will see me do something a lot at the beginning of missions, which is called fast quick saving, which is pretty much I quick save as soon as I spawn. So in case I fail a hard trick, I can quick save fast. Excuse me, quick load fast.
Are you saying
Here I will just run past them because guards are blind in this game.
as mortified penguin?
I will shoot a bomb. And Major can explain why I quick save and quick loaded there.
So a moment ago, he actually shot that guard, and he was actually in the light, so he would be visible to his guard buddy who was right next to him. So he's going to quick save and quick load, which actually deletes the trigger in the map, which would normally check for any bodies that are visible, and would give you an alarm if they're visible when you cross that trigger. But because he quick saved and quick loaded, that trigger's gone, and he doesn't have to worry about it.
Security.
That's our mantra.
Good, now I'm going to do a difficult strat here, or actually I will do the backup, because it's way too risky to do in a marathon. Now, usually you're supposed to actually just... You're supposed to just shoot a smoke grenade and run past all of them, but it's extremely risky and you can fail it a lot.
Mortified Penguin cracked their system directories. Looks like all of
And
his
now, Major,
attention
if
is
you
focused
can
on
or I
client
can do it,
databases.
explain the light meter.
He was looking for specific frozen
So the
data.
light meter is visible at the bottom right of the screen, just above his gun there. You'll see it's divided into three sections. There's the far left, which is totally dark, the middle, which is half and half dark and light, and then the far right, which is light. Basically, the lighter the light meter is, the more visible you are. If you're on the far left, you're basically totally invisible to guards, and if you're in the middle, more on the right side, you're going to be visible to them and very visible on the far right. So same applies to bodies. If bodies are in an area where it's very light, when you hit a trigger later on in the level, if they're dead, you'll cause an alarm. So that's why he quick saves and quick loads a lot of time.
You can see the alarms right above the light meter. And if you get 3 alarms, you will instantly fail the mission.
Alarm stage 2.
So you must do alarm management, where you pretty much have to
Any more casualties?
make sure that you don't get more than 2 alarms.
I'm inside the
And you can
client's
get alarms
storage
from
database.
a lot of...
Taking a look, see. I see at least 8
sorry, I
targets
forgot to
Mortified
use
Penguin
numlock,
in detail.
because we actually use the
All frozen in
numpad
6 months.
to input the
Adult
codes,
cheapskates. They
since
all look
using the mouse it's much
just their
slower.
brains frozen. The
And
low-end storage device is
it's
called
just
an
much more difficult.
ND133. Vacuum-powered refrigeration.
And you will sometimes hear me say the code out loud. 7562.
Stores all the ND-133s.
That sounds like your next objective.
Another dialogue skip.
I've got your French brains, Lambert.
So that's what happened to them.
Do we have a second to also appreciate the bits which got cheered to the stream?
Assume he's not CIA. That he's willing to murder.
Certainly.
Murder frozen
Yes, of
organs.
course.
You can't murder
So,
the
we
dead.
get 69 bits from Carter Nedos, 69 bits from Global PMN, and 10 bits from Right to NTS.
So excited about it.
Thanks a lot for that.
His name is Francois Codeville.
Thank you, VMN and Raichu. Good.
And sorry if I say any name wrong, by the way.
Now here
Correct me in the chat.
I will do something called the grenade skip, which is quite a precise skip. Let me see if I got it. I got it. So pretty much there is a long cutscene there, which is like 40 seconds long, and there will be another cutscene after speaking to this guy, which is 15 seconds long. So it's pretty important to throw that grenade and kill them. Now this is the secondary villain of the game. His name is Norman Soft.
So that's more.
Now here I will do something called fast quick save and quick loading, in which I pretty much lag the game out
Running him through.
and it skips dialogue much faster. Right.
Right what?
And there should be another cutscene here where I shoot a barrel, but I skipped it with the grenade throw. And this is pretty much the second mission done, and moving on to the third mission, which is my favorite mission in the game. And there Major will explain the quick save and quick load dialogue skip. So this is the train mission. It's extremely tight and precise when it comes to timing.
Looks like you're in position. South is still your first and only objective. We need you to conversate the man face to face. The agency's got reams of data on him, but the man's history is a stream of red herrings.
Be careful, it's extremely loud.
Or a terrorist.
Those things aren't mutually exclusive.
Could be. Until we know different, we're treating him as a criminal. So don't blow his cover. When the alarms mean mission over.
This part is pretty boring, there's nothing interesting to do, you just hold right all the time.
Does that include killing him?
Yeah. We leave him alive, if you don't mind. Updates on your episode.
Another complication for you. Found the credit
Good,
cards on the
Major,
index
I think
for
it's
AKA
time to
Soft
explain the
used to buy
dialogue
train
skip.
tickets.
Sure. So whenever there's dialogue in the top left of the screen, you can see the box there with dialogue in it. Every time he quick saves and quick loads, it skips whatever dialogue is currently on the screen, and sometimes there's quite a lot of it. So basically, the faster you spam it, the faster you skip dialogue. And in that process, the game gets quite laggy, but it does skip the dialogue extremely quickly.
Good, so now I got bad timing, so I must carry the body,
Might register different
because
thermal.
this is an exception to the quick save and quick load rule, because a guard is coming here, so
Wake up, Poindexter.
you must hide it.
I'm your Uncle Sam.
And now here you will see the quick save and quick load in action.
To make your
I will be quiet because I must listen
Who's your
very
runner?
closely.
Clifton Finch.
What about the cryogenic?
Sir?
What?
You have
Stay hidden and
Don't
don't
make
make
a
a noise.
Good. So now I will have to skip again some dialogue.
sorry if I woke you.
Is it
Put the
good luck?
He was lying about his handler, wasn't he?
So this is the secondary villain of the game, Norman Soft,
And trail Soft.
who is an ex-CIA agent who turned terrorist and is working with the main villain, which is Sadono, which you will see later in the game. Good, so now I will whistle to distract the guard. This part is extremely difficult and you must be very careful. Good. I must shoot specific. No, too late. Nice. And now I will do something called a soft skip. Got it first try, that's good.
Nice, that's really good.
Talk to me about level force.
And this is pretty much the end of the train mission. He's gonna run like Sonic down this train here over the Osprey with our escape.
And now we're moving on to the most annoying mission in the game, which is Jerusalem. Now Jerusalem is a very difficult mission. I would even go as far as to call it the most difficult mission in the game, because there are a lot of possibilities where you can die. And another hard part about this mission is that you are not allowed to get any alarms, and you're not allowed to kill anybody.
First thing you're going to need is to retrieve your SC-20K.
God damn it, I missed.
Wouldn't it make more sense just to give
There
it to
you
me?
go. So I must distract that guard, that police officer actually,
An old arms dealer
this one as well,
working out of the back of a small
and
shop.
I was
Wouldn't
early.
it make more sense just to give it to me?
We have the
The
barrel
timing
to
is
reduce
extremely
sonic placement.
precise,
Only one man with those skills in the area. An old
so I will quick save just to make sure.
CIA plant working out of the back of a small shop.
There you go.
We'll be waiting for
So
you.
I'm actually supposed to do
Details
that.
on OPSAT.
And now if there are any donations or cheers or anything, this is the time, because this part is extremely boring.
We don't really have donations or bits, but we had even subscriptions go through the goal. So if you want to subscribe, go for it. It also goes all to help Philo. And the subscription was from Apache saying, "Love all the friends I have met through this community. I feel lucky to know you all."
So there I missed a quick save, which pretty much means I have to do this part again. I forgot to do this.
We just want the guns and the money.
Because by quick saving there, you also move the guards a bit in front, so you have time to knock out that guard.
You've got something for me.
Yes.
Now you
So we're
will...
talking. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. There was nothing
Well,
interesting.
We're talking to this guy here, and he's actually going to do a pretty long animation here where he opens up this trapdoor. So Makarov's going to take that opportunity to shoot the light, which is going to help us later on in the mission. And this guy here, he's going to give us the SC-20K, which is the rifle, which is extremely useful throughout the run. It lets him shoot smoke grenades, sticky shockers, and whatnot.
Now I will use the ring airfoil rounds, and I will snipe that guy. Nice aim, that was actually quite good.
Terrorist connections. One of the choice nuggets of intel we pulled off Salt's laptop. Find Dahlia. She'll lead you to the mercenaries.
This is another precise shot, because I'm supposed to give myself a little bit of time to run behind that police officer. And we're approaching the end of the first part. This mission is split into 3 parts. It's one of the longer missions. Actually, in a speedrun, it's the longest mission in the game. I have the world record, which is 9 minutes and 29 seconds. So I will try to get a jump, which I did not get, which saves like 2 seconds. It's not really important. However, this jump is pretty important because you skip quite a lot. And now I will do a fall, and I won't die because the trigger is broken there and you take no fall damage. Now I will talk
Is
again.
there a special hour?
Only in the morning. You're American.
And this part of the mission is pretty much an
What was he doing in
auto-scroller.
Jerusalem?
You have to reach an elevator,
Details.
I don't know.
but you do it so fast that you actually have to wait for her.
Where are the Syrians?
I'll take you to the device.
So this part is extremely boring, so you can just talk about whatever you want.
How was your day?
Well, it was pretty good. Nothing interesting.
Well, I'd say so. You're doing limeade. That's pretty interesting, I think.
Yeah, but other than this, quite a simple day. Nothing special.
Okay.
There you
you
saw a
might
bit
have
of bunny hopping.
Right. He was bunny hopping just there, which, like I said before, lets him move pretty quickly, but it makes his footsteps quieter than normal, but not totally silent. If you noticed, just before that, he was actually doing something called crouch walking, which is basically spamming the crouch key while you're moving, which allows him to move totally silently, but quite slowly at the same time.
You will see it here. Here I will attempt to do something called a jump knockout. And I got it. Where you pretty much just jump on his head and you instantly knock him out. I will distract that guard and do a long string of bunny hops. I will hit him only once and then carry him in the dark. You will see a lot of more of that guard carrying later in the game.
That's no good. Who's there?
Now here you will see why I didn't use those sticky shockers. It's to knock out those guards. And there is another one over here. And only one guard left, and after that we just need to wait. Now you have to whistle there, because by whistling you slightly make his animation longer, so you have more time to knock him out, and you won't get an alarm. And now it's just waiting, so absolutely nothing to do.
Basically, the idea is here you need the woman to walk to the elevator, just make sure she has a clear path, that's all. Not really much to worry about here.
Yeah, if you don't knock out a guard, she will have to knock him out herself. And she takes a lot of time to knock out a guard, and you lose about 5 to 6 seconds per guard, depending on the animation. There is even an animation which is like 8 seconds. And the animations are completely RNG with whichever you get. So it's pretty much you have to knock them out or you lose a lot of time. And now you just have to wait for her to reach that destination. Sal, you cannot push her, jump on her, or do anything. However, you will get your revenge for walking so slow at the end of this part. You will see.
Can you like bonk a book on her head like they do in Half-Life and make her just teleport there?
With cheats, yes. Without, no.
With cheats, okay.
I have cheats on, so I must be careful to not press any buttons which have cheats on them. Like F2, F3, F6 and F7. If I hit them, I will activate a cheat. F2 is no clip, F3 is remove no clip, F6 is invincibility, and F7 is remove invincibility. So I must be careful to not use any of them. And pretty much you did all of that so that she can open this locker, which is not a regular locker, it's actually an elevator. You can see the beautiful AI in this game. It's 2004 after all, it's not...
You ready? We're starting.
You wanna come inside?
Not on your life.
Here you have two possibilities, but in a speedrun we have to kill her. So F in the chat.
Rip.
And now this is a difficult part of the mission.
Tell me what I just did, Lambert.
So the reason he killed her there in the elevator is because it actually replaces the snipers in the next area with police, which are a lot faster to deal with, but they are quite a lot riskier, so this could be interesting.
So there are two strats to dodge the police. There is the fast one and the slow one. I will do the slow one because it's much less riskier compared to the fast one. And I'm in a marathon after all, I'm not going for world record right now. So here I will do something which is a new strat, because I started to do that yesterday, because you take much less health, because those two terrorists always shoot you, no matter how fast you are. So it's just much better to simply do that and knock them out fast.
And you could play Russian roulette with a clip-loading pistol.
Good, I got good RNG.
We got a CIA analyst waiting with Cohen. Man by the name of Bellagio Sampler.
Bellagio Sampler?
Now this is some nice trivia about Bellagio Sampler, which is actually a real code name for CIA agents who want to remain anonymous. Now here I must do a precise jump, in which I have to jump through the rail and the ground. Got it. First try, nice. Now this is the safe strat, because I won't do the risky strat. And you will see a lot of crouch walking here.
Who's there?
Nice.
Nice, that one's really easy to mess up.
Yeah, it's extremely easy to get spotted there.
Can you tell me?
No, not yet.
Nice. Moving on to the most boring mission. We've discussed this in a Discord call, and Major literally said that he has nothing to say about this mission.
Nothing. Not a thing.
It's just
Literally
boring. You just walk, you run actually.
So your old
That's
friend
it.
Douglas Shetland will be local.
Good. I can work with Shetland. What's Shetland doing?
However, the movement is quite precise, so it's not just running. You have to do some pretty precise shooting. What the hell happened? That guard was late for some reason. I don't know, don't ask me. Here there are trip mines all over, but I can just dodge them by running along the left part. And now I will dodge that by rolling. Now normally you're supposed to just jump over them, but nobody has time for jumping. It's slow. Now this is a difficult part. I don't like that alert. So normally you're supposed to do something called a shoot an pager buffer, which is pretty much if you shoot them while they're calling a pager, you will slightly make the animation longer by about a second or two, which gives you time to snipe them, or shoot them in this case. Interesting fact about what they are whistling. They are whistling old religious
It seems they've gone back to normal.
music and the main theme of the game, which is pretty interesting. And this was the first part of the mission,
Don't be detected.
the boring part.
You need to be a ghost. You're putting the mission in danger.
Now at the beginning of this part of the mission is quite a difficult trick, which is called
I'm inside the camp.
The core of your mission is
actually it's
Sedona.
not called anything, it's the segmented
I
strat.
need you to locate and trail it. But
I
again,
was early.
I'm inside the camp.
So yeah, in
core of your
this
mission
game
is Sedona. He's
you
on
are
site.
you don't have to be early. If you're early it's
Don't let him
bad.
stop you.
Pandora tomorrow?
That's the idea.
So if you're too fast it's bad, if you're too slow it's bad. The game is pretty precise when it comes to movement.
Freedom with Sedona militia.
Now I will try to
Don't get spotted
do
before
something
tapping the phone.
there, and I got it first try, nice.
Any complications?
Here comes a difficult jump.
Sedona changes the passcode for
It's
entry
difficult
by state.
because that guard has pretty much aimbot and wall hacks, and he can see you through walls.
According to
So I grab one
Microsoft.
and make 'em talk.
Get him back banned.
No. We need
First
to
try.
We can't afford
In a
to
marathon, that's
have a
actually
call. Use the
quite
sticky cam to
amazing.
overhear those
I'm
conversations.
surprised I got it first
Details
try.
on your OPSAT.
You can use your sticky cam to overhear the code.
Now I will open this door because I will have to go through it later in the mission, and I will shoot a camera to record a meeting between Sadono, which is the guy on the left, and is the main bad guy or villain of the game.
I'll be there.
God damn it. I got a soft lock.
Ooh.
I hate that soft lock.
Inside the camp.
So I have to redo the first part all over again.
He's on site. We need you to locate and trail him. But again,
I was early again.
the core of your mission is Sedona.
So it's a pretty nasty soft
We
lock.
need you to locate and trail
If
him.
you don't shoot it correctly,
Pandora
if you don't
tomorrow.
shoot the camera correctly,
We haven't
the
begun
guard
to
will
trace his
spot
daily
it
insurance
and
all
he will
over.
not continue
So
the
we're gonna need you
dialogue.
to get in there
So you're
and
pretty much soft locked.
Fifth Freedom with Sedona Militia.
I had
But
way
don't
too
get
many
spotted before
world
tapping
record
the phone.
pace runs die to that. Mainly ILs,
Any
but also
complications?
regular
Of
runs.
course. Sedona changes the passcode for entry twice daily.
Let's see if I can get this again
He
first
gives
try.
it verbally to his three top lieutenants on site.
So I grab.
No.
So I grab one and make him talk.
No, we need to stay discreet.
Good, second
We can't
try, it's
afford to
better
have
than
Sedona
nothing.
panic and skip a call. Use the sticky cam
So
to hear
you
his
know
conversations.
when he spots
Details
you,
on the OPSAT.
if
can
you
use your
hear
sticky cam
either a
to hear
piano
the
note, which signifies that you got seen, or you hear that. Am I good? I think that I'm good. Yes, I'm good. So
Do we have time for a quick donation?
yes, you have time.
Apache donated $20 stating, "My son is very good at the speedrun. Maybe you know him. His name is Don Taylor. Have you heard of him?"
Good.
No,
There's a colonial home overlooking the
but it's
compound.
nice
Oh,
if
you haven't heard of him?
Village.
no.
That's for Sedona.
Oh, you haven't heard of Don Taylor? He's a really good guy. That's Apache's son.
That's where you'll
You should meet up with him sometime.
so you'll
Thanks a lot for the donation, Apache.
Now-
Highly appreciate it.
I'm sorry, but I had to kill the dog. I just had to kill the dog.
Sam, don't be detected.
It's extremely bad if you don't kill that dog. It's a very high chance of dying. Because dogs are extremely overpowered in this game for some reason. If you ask any Splinter Cell speedrunner, they will say that they hate dogs.
Got a heads up
In-game
for you.
dogs, not
We're going to be
real-life
losing touch
dogs.
in a second. There must be copper coils or some kind of grid ahead of you.
And now
The refinery proper
this
a
is
dead
some
signal hole.
bad
Good luck
programming.
with your airplane, pilot.
Because they say they cannot communicate underground, but they are talking to me right now while I'm underground. Because the game does not think that you can go this fast, even though you can. So let's see if I got the Sadono dialogue skip. Damn it. So that is...
Is the plane all right?
No. Pretty much that guy must be nice. Or 63. If he sees me, I will instantly fail the mission. If it wasn't obvious enough. I hate stairs in this game. Nice. So as you can see again, the movement is extremely precise,
The name?
Fisher,
and every wrong move
we'll talk about the names later.
means game over. Good, let me see if I...
Alarm stage 1. Sam, don't be detected.
Be careful.
Good, I got it first try.
Be careful. The access to the house
Good, and
is
this is...
gated, it
we're
seems.
approaching
You
the
should wait for darkness.
flashbang throw, which is notorious for
Okay.
ruining
seems like we're
runs.
back to normal.
1492 373889. So this is Sadono.
Sam, don't be detected.
Fisher, you need to be...
It's me.
It's me. Today's code is 0526 5173 337 3889. Pandora tomorrow. Good. Until tomorrow. Now I'll use this laptop because he doesn't mind me.
Good work, Fisher.
He doesn't mind. He's a cool guy, you know. He may be a terrorist, but he doesn't care if you use his laptop. Good, and now I will do something called the flashbang setup. So hopefully I will get it. And I got it. So normally there is a long cutscene there, but you can skip it by just throwing a flashbang. And now Komodo. And in Komodo there was a recent skip discovered by me and another runner, which saves 15-16 seconds, but 20 if you're as bad as me. So this part I need to be quiet because it's extremely precise. You are not allowed to do anything wrong. And I will shoot at specific lights and I will whistle in specific spots to distract the guards. Good. That was the hard part of the mission. Done. That's bad. That's actually extremely bad.
Alarm stage 1. Sam, don't be detected.
Fisher, you're taking unnecessary risks when you don't hide the
Now I
bodies.
touched some lasers, but it doesn't matter because they don't kill me.
Alarm stage 2. Fisher,
Good.
if you remain a ghost, the alarm stage will decrease.
So now I must raise us up.
Any more casualties? One
That's all I have to
and
say
the
for
mission
now.
is over.
Major, if you want to say something.
GPS shows
Now
you're
is the
a
time.
stone's throw from the control room.
Oh, I'm pretty good. Well, coming up here is a pretty cool cable car skip where you're going to skip a pretty long section where you should be on a cable car that goes like half a mile an hour, but instead he's just going to slide down the cable itself. That's coming up here soon.
But now there is a long unskippable cutscene, which is annoying, but you have to see it because there is no known way to skip this cutscene. Now if I may be wrong, but I believe that this is the same sound that they use in the tanker from MGS2, that same alarm sound. Or at least they sound pretty similar. And now you will meet Garen.
Garrett, what's going on? We weren't supposed to surface for another 4 hours. Garrett, are you there? Answer me if you're there. Otherwise, I'm pulling the alarm.
Tell him we're kosher.
What?
Tell him nothing's wrong.
Okay. There's no problem. I had a warning light flash on the ballast tanks. I'll put you back under as soon as they're fixed.
Copy that. Thanks.
Now you don't have to quick save and quick load to remove the trigger because for some reason there is no trigger. So I guess thank you Ubisoft. And now comes the cable car skip that Major is talking about. As you can see on my left there is a cable car which is pretty slow, but I will do something. Like this.
Grim's daughter's got her hands on.
And now I will go into the submarine.
Inside that submarine, you're going to
And the submarine part is extremely difficult. And you must be extremely precise in the submarine, because you're not allowed to kill anybody or sound an alarm. Sweet dreams. Now I must be fast, and I will clip through him and skip his animation. Now I will quick save and quick load to remove the trigger, which you will see later. Now here you must shoot this light, which seems to be invincible for some reason. And now comes a pretty difficult shot. Got it. Because you must use him to access the retinal scanner. And I will do another quick save and quick load just to be sure. You can never be too sure. And now comes the control room, which is pretty simple. You just switch to the rifle and you shock them. And coming up is the Komodo jump, which saves 15 seconds.
Just need to find the terminal's ID
Number.
There. Looks like we've got 5 subscribers. Satellite phones.
U.S. numbers?
Yeah. Echelon's linking them to a private military corporation. Something called Displace.
We'll run a cross-check on their recent contracts. 5 PMCs line up pretty nicely with our 5 pox boxes.
Good, let's see if I can get it first try.
Amityville time. Get out.
Hopefully I will.
If we got the pox boxes, then there's nothing stopping us. The Joint Chiefs
What?
want to move fast. Rendezvous
No, that's wrong. I think that I had God mode on for some reason. There you go, that's how it's supposed to look like. I accidentally pressed the F7 while quick saving and quick loading, because I use F5 and F8 for quick saving and quick loading, and I accidentally pressed F6. And now we're moving on to Jakarta, or TV station. This mission is pretty action-packed, especially the beginning, in which you have to be very fast. So I won't talk, and I will let Major talk.
Yep, so he's gonna drop into this alleyway here. It's just right where he needs to be is all. Nice and convenient for him.
I'm in danger, please.
And he needs to make sure that he doesn't get caught by these guards, obviously.
Alarm stage 1. Sam, don't be detected.
Fisher, you are paid to be invisible.
Batir, go ahead. Penyuk says your boys aren't wearing their
I forgot to do something. Unbelievable. I forgot to switch to the sticky shockers. However, I can at least do that. So I didn't get an alarm, which helps a lot. Because you're actually supposed to save here and do this.
So he needs to follow that van down the alleyway, so he's going to shoot a flashbang at them so they don't see him while he's trying to pass through.
This is obviously not the intended way of doing it, because the gates close immediately. You're not supposed to do this.
Stage 1. Sam,
I will do the safe strat, because that guard can spot you up there, and I don't want to take any risk.
Cohen was right to mistrust Miss Carlson. There's a reason for that wolf smell under the wool. She's an honest-to-God agent.
Come on,
A
jump.
lot more than that hapless desk jockey she was playing.
And I will do, and I will fall in a specific way so that I don't die. So I will have to jump on the corner of a couch,
Agency needed to know whether or
like
not he
that.
was still a viable asset.
I guess they got their answer.
Now I must be fast, because if a guard sees you, you'll get an alarm,
back to normal.
and you need to have at most one alarm in this part, otherwise it's extremely difficult and annoying.
Dono's keeping her around as a translator
This
and
is the
guardian, but she can move through the station with relative
easy part of the mission, I guess you could
quietly get you
call it.
close enough to Sedano to grab him alive. Sedano needs to be caught by surprise.
Shoot it, please. That's not good. That's not good at all. Ah, damn it, I forgot to quick save. As you can see, I forget a lot of stuff, but I can just load the temporary save, as the game calls them, and look, I'm in the elevator.
Now you need to find Carlson.
So the game has two types of saves.
Translator and bargaining.
Something called the temporary save,
Relative freedom.
which is the game saving automatically at every checkpoint,
Sedano needs to be
and
caught
there
by
are quick
surprise.
saves which are done manually, and there are regular saves which are just you saving your progress, nothing special about it. So this is why you want at most one alarm, because the guard over there in that room will wear a helmet if you have 2 alarms,
You knew somebody was
and you
coming.
have to waste a smoke grenade to kill him without getting an alarm.
You made yourself friendly.
And you need at least 1 smoke grenade for the next part, which you will see.
Trail her to the
But
warehouse.
it's
our
best
and
if you
only
have
way
2
to get it
smoke
to
grenades. It makes the second part extremely easy if you have 2 compared to 1. Now this part you just wait, because she needs to reach the door. So we just reload, we get our equipment ready, we take some HP. So here what I'm doing is I am selecting automatic fire and the smoke grenade, and I'm reloading my pistol. That's all I have to do for this part. And now usually the normal way to do this is to wait for her and you have to protect her. However, we don't have time for that, so we just do that. We activate our thermal vision. These guards spot us, and we have a fight. Come on.
Alarm stage 1. Sam?
What?
Fisher, you need to be a ghost.
I did not expect that. What? Well, the game crashed. Okay. I'm sorry for that.
Momentary technical difficulties, everybody.
Just tell me when the game comes back on. I did not expect that. It should come on any moment.
Alright, there you go, you're back on.
Good, I will... I have no idea why that happened. Don't ask me why.
So you could say that's never happened before.
Not in this mission. It's not the first time that the game crashed. But it never crashed in this mission. It usually crashes in a different mission. Looking at you, Komodo. I must quick save and quick load.
I'm getting a glut of side chatter about escape routes.
The studio's likely
And
to be
now
the last chance to grab
comes
Philo.
the
If he gets
escort
out,
part of
he'll
the
either
mission.
vanish or be killed. Neither of which we can afford.
So sorry about that. I didn't have time to read the error because I must get the game feedback on.
Fisher, you are paid
But
to be
it
invisible.
was probably an audio issue because this game, all the Splinter Cell games, at least the old ones, have really big difficulties running on modern PCs. 1, 2, 3.
So what he's doing here is he's going to flashbang all the guards, grab this guy here in the red beret, and he's going to try and take him to the retinal scanner. And when they were actually porting this game to PC, they kind of broke the guard AI. So normally on the PS2 version, the guards wouldn't really shoot at you if you're holding one of their guys hostage. But for some reason on the PC, they do anyway. They just shoot at you. However, if you go ahead and look away from the guards as much as possible, it'll reduce the probability of you actually getting shot at. So as he's carrying this guy, he's going to just look away from the guard. Look at anything but them, pretty much.
Unknown author of world events.
If I had any blood left, I'm sure I'd be blushing. Is Ingrid in position on the roof?
That's right. And the helicopter too. Keep Sedona conscious until you've made visual contact with Carlson.
One more retinal scanner, and then
I will
much done with the mission.
still save in case it happens. Now here you must look at them. Only at the first retinal scanner you must not look at them.
Ingrid's waiting.
Good.
Nice.
Uh,
Lots of dialogue here to skip.
and now we're moving on to the final mission of the game, LAX, which is at LAX International Airport in Los Angeles. So this mission is extremely difficult. It's the last mission, so of course it is, but
I've arranged for a small distraction.
So
If it
pretty
comes
much
together, it should open a small
you've
window of
captured
opportunity.
Sadono, which is the main villain. However,
Just
there was
respecting my
one
elders.
more, the guy in the train, which is a terrorist, and he pretty much got, he has a smallpox bomb, and he wants to detonate it in LAX airport, and you pretty much have to stop him.
Basically, we've got gaps in
Here
the
I
line.
will try to
And you're not
avoid
the
the
only visitor that
cops.
slipped through.
Again, you're not allowed to kill any cops, and you're not allowed to sound any alarms.
Handful of hired mercenaries
So this
disguised
mission
as
is
LAX
considered the
employees.
hardest
I'd be
casually,
you're
at
still
least.
fresh from a smallpox vaccination, so you may be able
I will remove the trigger. 1387.
Grim, you got anything on how they're communicating?
Yeah, it's an ultra-wideband local network, node-based.
Good, I will have to quick save and quick
We're
load.
looking at 9 terrorists you're going to need to neutralize before you find
I have to knock
If
that
all
guy
of
out.
Saul's men have been vaccinated for
And
smallpox within
here
the
comes a
last
very
10
precise
days,
shot.
Then it's a safe bet they're running a few
Nice.
degrees hotter.
Come on, aim. Now I will snipe that guy. God damn it. I missed it. Nice. What? So yeah, this guy is pretty random. Why am I missing the shots? That's what I want to know. What is going on? I have absolutely no idea. There you go, that's what. That guy is pretty random if you get him or not. If you want to do this mission fast, it's pretty much necessary to do that. And now I'll have to shock the guard because yeah, you have to. Remove the trigger. And here comes the precise smoke grenade shot.
So he's gonna shoot a smoke grenade onto this conveyor belt, which is gonna block a window here, so the guard can't see him.
Actually not. You do not block the window. You must spook him. You must scare him. You must hear. Oh God, no. There. Because the smoke in this game actually does not make you invisible. For some reason, do not ask me why. It is that way. However, you can spook him with the smoke, and he will run away and he will not see you. However, you must move fast, because if you're too slow, he will actually reach an alarm box and he will sound the alarm, which you do not want. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that you don't want alarms.
This will jeopardize the rest of the mission.
That was a big frame drop. So I will shoot him with a camera. That's not considered killing, you actually knock him out. However, you must shoot his head to knock him out.
Of course, ma'am.
Good work, Fisher. That takes care of all but
There.
Saul's men.
And now I will do something called the bin roll.
He's in the catwalks
It's
above
called the
passenger
bin
ticket.
roll because you roll as soon as you reach the bin.
Neutralize him and the
There
others,
you go.
and retrieve the ND-133.
And now you must keep rolling to avoid the
We have
guards.
an indication where Soft could be. He seems
Nice.
to have
God help us, Fisher.
No,
We're nearly certain he's
I
in
was
the
too
catwalks
slow.
above passenger ticketing. Work your way up there and find him.
yeah, it was
Neutralize
early.
him and the others,
That's
and
where you're
retrieve
supposed
the
to do it.
ND-133.
So yeah, you can
We
get
have
an alarm
indication where
here
Soft could be.
if you're
He
not
seems to have
careful.
entered the ticketing area just below you. Fisher,
Nice.
spot Soft in the area below using your thermal
And now I must spot Norman Soft. They have a pox vaccine, so their body temperature is much
Affirmative. He's carrying
hotter.
the last ND-133 box.
Now I will line up something, which you actually don't have to line up, but I just like to do it. The elevator stops and you
The elevator stopped.
have to climb. This is a boring part, so if there are donations, you can read them.
You need to get up there fast.
If you can smash your way through
And
the emergency exit,
after I
cross
climb
bridge
onto
will
that
let you up onto
elevator
the
comes the final
We don't have much time.
fight of the game, in which you have to kill Norman Soft and reach the bomb. So I always like to quick save here because there is a small chance of falling down, and you don't want that.
It's me. How's the board look?
Now comes the final part of the mission. I am not taking any risks.
What about our Midway and Vegas flights? I don't want to release until they
And you should be ready with time.
Are they off the plane yet? Only a few more.
God damn it, hit them. I've got the best RNG and I missed it. So get ready with time.
I don't know how many thousands of dead. Get the ND-133.
And time.
I've got the box. We still have 11 minutes on the timer.
Damn.
Nice work.
Damn.
What's the time?
That's 5 less than we were counting on. Even my offspring couldn't get it safely out of LA City.
If it's under an hour, then
To seal it in.
I'm happy with it. It's underestimate.
Steel to withstand
Oh,
the
it's
force
well
of
under an hour.
decompression.
We'll evacuate the
What is it, 51?
facilities below 1,000.
Waiting for the stream to catch up right now.
Oh,
Get low fast. If the box decompresses inside some kind of containment in the basement, we may be able to get casualties down to the dozens.
I've got a
55:01.
yeah, it's a good time for a marathon time. And this was Splinter Cell Pandora tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed the speedrun, and sorry for the audio error.